Vice-Chancellor, how can I follow that? In many ways, there's not a lot more for me to say, because Jules really captured the essence of ISD in his opening presentation. The Vice-Chancellor very much told you the story of how the university is building its infrastructure. So what I would like to do is maybe just to kind of fill in a few of the details about what exactly ISD is. Well, first of all, ISD is a European funded project. The total package is 4.7 million. It's a partnership between Swansea Metropolitan University and Cardiff Metropolitan University, and in particular PDR. What's its purpose? It's there to boost the innovation and design capacity of Welsh enterprise. It's about making Wales a more prosperous nation. It's fitting that we're in this museum because if you've ever spent any time in this museum, you see it's a celebration of the amazing innovation which drove the Industrial Revolution from Wales in the 19th century. But sadly, the 20th century was not so kind to us. And so ISD, along with other projects funded by the Welsh European Funding Office, are all about boosting that native innovative spirit which is inherent in this part of the globe. So, how we do that? Where's it based? Well, it's based within the university, primarily. Swansea Met is the primary partner, and it's based primarily, as we already heard from the Vice-Chancellor, in the Schools of Industrial Design and Glass. But it taps into a wider resource base, because within the Faculty of Applied Design and Engineering, you have a unique collection of departments and schools which offer everything from advanced computer engineering through to sort of stained glass, and all points in between. So the primary purposes are summed up in this slide. It's about stimulating knowledge transfer. So often universities are accused of being ivory towers with little understanding of the real world. What ISD is about is breaking down some of those barriers. And we're carrying on in a long trend established within, certainly within Swansea Metropolitan and its predecessor, Swansea Institute, going back 20 years, in terms of breaking down barriers between academia and the real world, between academia and industry. It's about inspiring new innovative enterprises, either to be formed from people outside the university or to be spun out from our graduates and so on. The recent Wilson report highlighted the fact that Swansea Met produced disproportionately large number of graduate spin-outs in Wales. And so it's a work we're keen to build upon. Already touched upon by Jules earlier, the fact that it's about three aspects of sustainability: economic, environmental, and social. We like to call it economic, environmental, and emotional. Because if you take the emotion and the economy out of the environment, then it becomes a very bland pill to swallow. If you think about it holistically, it becomes a far more interesting thing to work in. And so we're about trying to meet the aspirations of a nation, plus combining it with the needs to sustain us as a nation. To do that, we've assembled a team of design advisors. I did have a slide up. This is something like 14 people. 2 or 3 people based in Cardiff Met, and they're here with us this evening. And please, at the end of the sessions, please take time to try and meet up with some of the ISD design advisors. There are 4 key design advisors, backed up with a team of technical officers at Swansea Met and academics and researchers. So it's not just about the academic. We have a team of full-time professionals to work with industry. And this operates on basically a free basis to qualifying companies who are based within the convergence area of Wales. Now, we're not doing this alone. We're building upon the shoulders of others who have gone before us. We had a very successful KEP, a Knowledge Exploitation Partnership, called DSA, Design for Successful Aging, which ran for the last 18 months. That was in partnership again with Cardiff Met and also with Glamorgan University. Very successful KEP. Which inspired us really to, with confidence, for doing ISD as a partnership. And also, we're working with other partners in the region, such as Astute. We're certainly making connections with Eco Design in Cardiff. And one strategic thing in development is that we've connected with Business Sense, based at Bangor University, as a way of helping support our understanding of environmental issues and allowing us to use their established diagnostic tools to allow companies to do the kind of self-assessment of how well they're doing in terms of the environment, in terms of equal opportunities, and their adoption of the Welsh language. And so by partnering with an established group in North Wales, an established group in Cardiff, to me it makes sense. It's about joining up the expertise that is within Wales. Often use the phrase Campus Wales, because no one university is big enough to do it on its own. It's about partnerships. And part of that partnership as well, we'll hear a moment from our colleagues from SolidWorks. Again, key private sector match funding partner in the project, contributing over £40,000 in match funding for the project. Without these connections, without these partnerships, the projects don't work on a financial level, but equally they don't work on a rational level. It's irrational to think of universities operating alone. They have to work in partnership with the private sector and with other universities. And I love this quote from the late Steve Jobs. When you start looking at a problem and it seems really simple, you don't really understand the complexity of the problem. Then you get into the problem and you see that it's really complicated and you come up with all these convoluted solutions. That's sort of the middle, and that's where most people stop. But the really great person will keep on going and find the key, the underlying principle of the problem, and come up with an elegant, really beautiful solution that works. I think that's what we're trying to do with companies, by introducing them to industrial design principles and design thinking to help them think through their problems so they find the really beautiful, elegant solution that works. This is a very common graph. I've used it in a lot of presentations, and it still works. Essentially, you've got the vertical axis. It's all about technical function. At the top, it's very important. At the bottom, it's not. On the left to right, it's all about emotion. Left, not particularly important. Right, very important. Historically, I know this is a stereotype, you'd see kind of art, don't you? It's all about the emotions, about the sentiment, about the feeling. And you'd see engineering up here. It's kind of remote. It's about function, but not about the emotions. And here you see business, which is hard-headed and, focused. There's no room for sentiment or emotion. It's all about, making money. And industrial design was normally seen up here. But what we're trying to achieve with ISD is to form a new relationship with industrial design and reposition it as being the bridge between all three, between the creativeness and energy of art, between the practicalities of engineering and the business sense of the business community. That's what ISD is about. It's about bringing people together. It's our version of the convergence model, if you like. And we're not there to do it for people. Okay? I think this is a wonderful picture. This is about helping people to help themselves. So ISD is about building resilient, design-led enterprises and basically providing companies and individuals with the tools for self-reliance. I love this quote. An innovation mindset is an attitude, state of mind, which should permeate the entire institution. Innovation isn't necessarily something you do or come up with, it's about how you are. Over the last few years, we've been pleased to work with a whole range of companies, large and small, and these are some of the companies we've worked with in the last few years. But ISD has high ambitions to expand this portfolio of collaborations. And so, if you want to be part of that collaboration, if you want to be part of our growing network of engaged partners or companies, then please take the pack, contact one of us. Nadine Davis, who you've probably all spoken to or met on the desk as our communications officer, she's normally the first point of contact. Or you can email me and we can, again, put you in touch with the right people who can hopefully help you with your problem and add value to your business. Thank you very much.